Good morning. Good morning. It is another beautiful day in the land of the living. It is Hump Day, baby, Wednesday, June the 6th, 2017. Welcome to this morning's edition of the Mike Prince Show. I am your host, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be. We got a lot in store. As we say, this is the fastest 30 minutes on this side of heaven. It is day 3 of the Cosby trial. The bill is facing a possible 30 years if found guilty. We'll keep abreast on how that is unfolding. The leaker has been identified. It's Miss Reality Winters, 25 years old, access to a lot of invaluable information. She has admitted that she's been the leak, and the story is really just beginning. Sears and Kmart having some issues. They're shutting down 50 stores across the nation. The saga is to be continued. Meanwhile, Amazon is stepping out deeper into the waters, and they want to make the online shopping experience available for each and every one. So they got a poor man's version of what's going on and availability at Amazon. For $5.99 a month, if you are receiving any type of governmental supplements, you can become a member at $5.99 a month and get access to online shopping. As a matter of fact, the world has changed over the past 25 years. Online shopping is shutting down the retailers of brick and mortar, and that's not the only thing being challenged. The question is, how are you doing your shopping today? But our top 2 stories today will be featuring trouble at Ole Miss and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers track team headed to Eugene, Oregon. Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of our daily content coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Take great pride and honor in presenting these stories and opportunities for you. We have been recognized for our broadcasting coverage of Texas in particular with the 2012 Media of the Year Award by TASB, Texas Association of School Boards, and we are mighty glad about that. Remember, you can listen to us live at obnradio.com, also on ktorradio.com. If you happen to be on the go, simply dial in 605-477-5066. That is our app. That's our response to the app world. Keeping that number locked in on your phone. Very easy to do. Dial in 605-477-5066. Lock it in, save it. You can go to the website, ktor.com or obnradio.com. Pull down the logo, attach that to your number, and presto, Allah, you have an app. We're going to take a break, and we'll break right into this morning's edition of the Mike Prince Show. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show. I am your host, the doctor, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you again. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Radio Guy. That's Twitter at Radio Guy. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio. Yesterday we talked about APR and the cause and effects that it has on, in particular, HBCUs and how it always seems like the HBCUs are getting hit and sanctioned more so than other institutions. However, as my pop would say, meanwhile, back at the ranch, there is some old trouble brewing up at Ole Miss University in Oxford, Mississippi. There has been some throwing under the bus, if you will, of things that have been going on. New head coach Hugh Freeze has been the captain of the ship, if you will, for some violations that Ole Miss has been connected to. And as a matter of fact, Ole Miss did some in-house cleansing, if you will, and removed themselves from some bowl games, and it has caused some $8 million worth of lost revenues for them for some infractions due to compliance that Ole Miss is under the gun on right now. There were a total of 39 incidents, in particular with football, women's basketball, and track, I want to say. And there is a further investigation being handled as such, but 21 of those infractions came against the football program. And Coach Hugh Freeze is backpedaling, he and his current administrative staff, and they were throwing daggers at former football coach Houston Nutt, who is now a CBS analyst. And Houston Nutt, it was brought to his attention by all people, his mom reading the newspaper back in Arkansas where she resides, and she calls her son and says, "Hey, what is going on? What have you done at Ole Miss?" And that was a shocker, a jaw dropper for Nutt as he received this inquiry from his mom, and he said it's embarrassing and it is painstaking for him to have to deal with this, and he is right now demanding an apology from Ole Miss, saying what you guys doing are false accusations. He had nothing to do with it, blah, 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 and the finger pointing begins and continues on, and it is a tangled web in Oxford, Mississippi that's going on right now throughout Ole Miss Nation. And so they're going to continue to find out what's going on, how it's going on. But as we were talking about APR sanctions and how it hits the HBCUs, this is the cost of being part of the big boys. This is an SEC school, of course, and how they are gathering up things. So their problems are not HBCU problems. HBCU problems don't have nearly the money that you can cover and mask up like you can here in an Ole Miss situation. And as I've mentioned and said time after time again, there's no way you can tell that And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologize about the technical difficulty that we had. We were in the midst of speaking on behalf of Ole Miss and the troubles that they're experiencing right now, and how Hugh Freeze is now throwing Houston Nutt under the bus, saying that he is responsible for the problems and the challenges that were going on throughout the case of the Ole Miss situation. 30 infractions that the NCAA has uncovered, 21 of those infractions directly dealing with football. And so now they're going back and forth blaming who or what's going to be done. As we made mention, Nutt found out about this, who has moved on. He is now a CBS analyst for football, college football. He found out his mom reading the newspaper and said, "Hey, baby, what is this that you've done, and how are you going to get it?" So he's been going through the ringer with his mom, catching flack from his mom, and he is demanding that he gets an apology from Ole Miss. So as we were making mention on yesterday, APR sanctions and infractions hit the HBCUs in a much different manner due to the fact that these kids and the money that's come toward the HBCUs are nowhere. They're a fraction to what a school such as a Power 5 conference such as the SEC and Ole Miss are concerned and dealing with. So do all rules apply? We said we were asking and saying that yesterday. It's not fair, but it is equal. And by that, what we're saying is that no one is ever going to be treated fairly. So you might as well get that out of your head, hang on to your cap or whatever. No one is going to be treated fairly, but there are opportunities to treat everyone equally, because that's what is all boiled down to. That's what it boils down to. The fact that men and women are different, but they still have equal opportunities. So I can't handle a situation dealing with a guy as if I would handle it with dealing with a woman. That doesn't sound chauvinistic. It just is, because there are certain fibers and makeups from each group that you have to deal with on a unique basis. So there are so many things that you have to deal with and consider when we're talking about these APR, and should it or is it even good for HBCUs to want to be in Division I NCAA? Yes, the money is good. Yes, it ups your standard, and all those are fine, but at what cost? And that you have some that would argue the fact that it's not worth the money that you get with what's going on, this, that, and the other. And then on the flip side, you can go and say, guess what? If we prepare our children for life after high school, if we prepare our children for the rigors and the demands that are going to be required in the workforce, not just in competition of athletics, but in competition of everyday life, you have to make the necessary adjustments. You have to do what is necessary in order to get your point across, or your message heard, if you will, on taking care of the business that needs to be taken care of. Because we all want our children to be successful. We all want our children to have greater successes in life, but we also want them to know that with it comes responsibilities, with it comes hard work, with it comes dedication. So Ole Miss under the gun right now, and we'll see how this one unfolds. We're going to take a break, and we'll talk about a different type of gun, but this is going to be a starter's gun in reference to track. We got an update coming for you. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
This is Kendall Cobb with your Rose Hill Christian update. This is the latest and greatest on the Eagles and their championship run. Rose Hill Christian Eagles take on the Dallas Lutheran Lions and take their second state championship. Last year they were the 2A state champs out of Champs. This year they're the Division IV state champs. So the Rose Hill Eagles go back-to-back in baseball championships. Coach Robert Cooper and the team, mainly made up of juniors, 2018 grads, had a wonderful showing. Some home runs, some triples, some great play from the mound, and great play in the field. So overall effort, and the Eagles were able to pull it out. So we're looking forward to hopefully three-peating in 2018. But for now, your Rose Hill Eagles are 2017 Division IV state champs. Thank you for your support throughout this year. We look forward to coming back to you next year.
Hello, the following are a few Waller ISD news and announcements. Congratulations to the Waller High School Class of 2017 graduates. We are very proud of them and would like to wish them the best as they pursue their future endeavors. The Waller ISD Summer School program will begin June 5th and will be held at IT Holloman Elementary School and Waller High School. Waller ISD is also offering their summer food program, ensuring kids eat healthy while school is out. Any child under age 18 may come and eat Monday through Thursday, June 5th through June 29th at IT Holloman Elementary School and Waller High School. Breakfast will be served from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. and lunch will be served from 11:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. No registration is necessary. Waller ISD will hold a district site-based decision committee meeting on Wednesday, June 7th in the Waller ISD Administration Building boardroom. All meetings are open to the public. Parents and community members are encouraged to attend. We wish everyone a safe and happy summer. Make sure to save the date for the Community Pep Rally, August 24th. School announcements will resume in August for the beginning of school. For more Waller ISD news and announcements, please visit the Waller ISD website at www.wallerisd.net. Thank you, and we hope you have a wonderful week.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show, your updates and information brought to you. And congratulations to the Rose Hill Christian Eagles. Rose Hill Christian Eagles are one of the schools featured on our network here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. They are on Channel 6. For more information and details of the schools that we cover and the conferences that we cover, visit our website at obnradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to 24-hour programming right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network at TuneIn Radio. Just go in for Open Mic Broadcast Network. That's OPEN, capital M-I-C, Broadcast Network. Or if you happen to be on the go, lock in our phone app. Our phone app is simply a telephone number. That number is 605-477-5066. You dial that number, lock it into your phone, and you can get access to us exclusively at the Open Mic Broadcast Network 24 hours of the day. But more in particular, you can listen live to the Mike Prince Show 9 a.m. Monday through Fridays right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. As we made mention prior to the break, it is continuation for PV's track team, headed or in Eugene, Oregon, as head track coaches, Miss Angela Williams and Mr. Chris Clay, leading the Panthers charge, led by the spectacular performance of Miss Bianca Bookman and the 4x100 meter relay team in due for competition today. Prairie View A&M University track and field team will be competing for the NCAA championships, and it'll be at Hayward Field, and that will be starting. Now, Bookman is a junior out of Allen, Texas. She is the 2017 SWAC outdoor gold medalist in the 400-meter hurdles, and she had the best time of 59.49 seconds in that event. She was also the gold medalist for the 100-meter hurdles, and she was making the time that of 13.61 seconds. She will be competing in the 400-meter hurdles on today, and she qualified for that with her career best time of 57.84 seconds during the NCAA Western Preliminaries, which took place in Austin, Texas, a couple of weeks back. So her time was the third best time in the NCAA participants of that event, and we wishing Mrs. Bookman all the best of the luck. And this is the first time in women's track history at Prairie View A&M University since competing at the NCAA level that they've had a champion to represent the Lady Panthers in this case, and it is a big deal on the Hill for athletic director, Coach Ashley Robinson, and the Panthers program. Now she is going to compete on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in the 400 meter hurdles. Meanwhile, the 4x100 meter men's relay team, which is consisted of Mr. O'Kean Campbell. He is a senior, and he is out of Arlington, Texas. He set personal best records in the preliminaries back in Austin, Texas as well. And the team consists of others such as Mr. Sam O'Meara, a sophomore out of Houston, Texas, William Polly, he's a junior out of Houston, Texas, And Carl Jordan is a freshman out of Houston, Texas. And the alternate is Mr. Quentin Bell, a sophomore out of Long Beach, California. If that name sounds familiar, Quentin Bell is a football guy, whereas number 8, wide receiver for the Panthers, extremely fast young man. And hopefully those track and field stretch outs will work out good, not only for the Panthers on the track side, but work out for the Panthers on the football side as well as they go out and get ready to compete. Now, you can have these updates and everything coming to us by following us on Twitter at RadioGuy.com. Now, the men's 4x100 relays will start today at 6:32 p.m. Central Standard Time. So they are going to be getting it all taken care of. The men's track team, just as Ms. Bookman, have set records. The men set a record as well in Austin, qualifying time of 39.34 seconds in their relay race, and it was the 9th best in the region and the best of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So there you have it. These young Panthers are still running and running and running, and we're running as well. We got to take us a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more information and tidbits for you of things going on throughout Waller County and abroad. You're listening to The Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Yes, this is Willie Simmons, and I'm calling in to remind everyone that the Prairie View A&M University football team will be hosting 3 prospect camps beginning this Monday, June the 5th. Those dates will be June the 5th, Tuesday, June the 6th, and then the following Tuesday, June the 13th. On our beautiful campus, you can go to abcsportscamp.com. Again, that's abcsportscamp.com to register for those, or you can just show up and do a walk-in and pay as you show up. The cost is $40. It's a one-day camp. Registration will begin, I think, at 8 a.m. for the Monday camp, and then 9 a.m. for the Tuesday camp. Again, Prairie View A&M University football looking forward to hosting 3 prospect camps for all high school student-athletes grades 9 through 12. Again, grades 9 through 12 and any junior college prospect on Prairie View A&M's campus. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show. I am your host, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is OBN Radio. Our phone number to listen to our program in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 605-477-5066. 605-477-5066. Once again, we want to wish PV Panthers track and field team participants the much success. Events taking place on today. We have talked about a whole lot of other things going on. Old trouble at Ole Miss. We mentioned at the top of the show Cosby's trial, day 3, waiting on that to unfold. Miss Reality Winters has been identified as the leaker of all the Russian hoopla. And, of course, we talked about Sears and Kmart closing its doors throughout the country, which leads us to a question. How do you do your shopping? Are you a traditionalist that still goes to brick and mortars buildings, or are you an online shopper? You send us your response to Twitter, Radio Guy. Let us know how you're doing your shopping. And other interesting national news, kind of find it, a little strange, but it is what it is. In Pennsylvania State to be exact, fraternity group by the name of Beta Theta Pi is under some hot coals, if you will. got 18 fraternity brothers being charged with hazing and manslaughter of a pledgee on February 2017 incident. Young man died by too much alcohol consumption. Young man by the last name of Piazza, a 19-year-old young man, had 4 times the limit of alcohol. And as a result, Penn State has knocked off all Greek life. It is banned on the campus. And the question is that going to stop the problem? There are so many different deals going on right here. Being that I've pledged myself, of course, it was many, many neons ago back in 1989, and I am proud to be a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And pledging and hazing are done on different levels at PWI institutions and considerably at HBCU institutions. But the bottom line is it all comes down to an individual having to step up and be accountable for one's own action as well as those they're involved with. What am I trying to say? There's illegal drinking going on in this instance, minor drinking. We know that is a part of college life, and we don't try to promote that or denounce it. We just accept and acknowledge that that's what it is. If you think that underage drinking is not going on throughout every campus in the country, you're very naive, and I have some land that I could sell you. And then we also know that when you're pledging, when you're under surveillance of potential brothers and sisters of these fraternities and sororities, you can feel peer pressure sometimes, but there's also a time where you as an individual have to say enough is enough. Even if you have to fake like you were so intoxicated or drunk to where you pass out or do something, but at some point you have to step in and try to save yourself. It's a tragic thing what happened with this young man at Penn State University. As a result, tons and tons of fraternities and sororities are being punished behind this. Now there's even discussion, should they ever be allowed to come back on the campus of Penn State? There are discussions going on. Should you ever allow them to be involved? Should Greek life even be a part of the college scene anymore? Is it something that is due to be gone and forgotten and to never return again? I can't say either way, but I can say, which leads us to our thought of the day or word of the day, if you will, it's about adjusting. Everything that we've discussed today has been about making adjustments. And we all must make adjustments because adjusting is a part of life. Adjusting is how you keep relevant. Now, fraternities, sororities, and universities and individuals, they're going to have to adjust to how they do things. They're going to have to adjust to how what we hold on to as traditions. Some traditions are not good. Some traditions need to be revisited. But the bottom line is everyone has to be accountable and responsible. This young man can never be returned. It is a tragic 19-year-old. I forget what his major was, but he was involved in a senseless act. And every fraternity, every sorority has had some type of indiscretion. It might not be in your particular chapter, but it was something connected to your beloved fraternity or sorority. And everyone must make the adjustments. We talked earlier today about Sears and Kmart. They must make the adjustment. Amazon is making the adjustment, trying to get the underprivileged shoppers money. So everyone is adjusting. The question is, are you making the necessary adjustments for you to make the advancements in your life? We have come to the end of the road for today's show. As always, it is a joy and a pleasure to present to you the Mike Prince Show. Remember to visit our website at obnradio.com. Go to KTORradio.com. TuneIn Radio is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our Facebook page is Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget, our 24-hour listening line is 605-477-5066. Don't forget, we're going to be coming real soon to a place near you. The next one on the charts will be the Freedom Fest, July 3rd and 4th in Waller, Texas, at the Waller ISD Football Stadium. I'm out of time right now, but we'll see you, Lord say the same, tomorrow morning. Until the next time, you be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.